Jordan Parker, the Michael Jordan of real estate.
And I'm that Agent Kelly. We're with Team Zuber and Associates at Stonehouse Realty. We're going to be covering the market and how it's changing right now because it's changing a lot. We're also going to be covering some hot and cold areas.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about our sales a little bit, talking about whether things are going over asking, multiple offers, so you get a better sense of that. So stay tuned. Let's take a look at the GVR area first, such as Burnaby, Maple Ridge, and the Tri-Cities. Right now, all housing types are selling over asking, except for Maple Ridge detached houses, which are selling 3% below the average asking price, as well as the New Westminster detached houses are selling 5% below the asking price. Those two areas are quite soft in comparison to the other GVR cities. And right now, the leader of the pack in the GVR area is certainly the Port Coquitlam attached market. Right now, the overall sales ratio is 116% sales ratio, which means that there was more sales than active listings. The average days on market is just 7, and homes are selling 9% over the asking price. But break it down a little bit more, we can see this is the townhouse market that's really excelling there, with homes priced $1 million up to $1.25, seeing only 5 listings come out on the market, but there was 14 sales. And then second is going to be the Burnaby detached housing market, selling 11% over the asking price, and sales and inventory are balanced. Right now, the two toughest markets are Maple Ridge detached and New Westminster detached. Maple Ridge seen an increase of 29% in inventory and a drop of 38% in the number of sales. And when we look at New Westminster, we can see that inventory went up 19% and sales dropped 17%. The toughest area is certainly going to be Queensborough, where there's 24 active listings and only 2 sales last month. And when we look at the Metro Vancouver area, we can see that that market has already taken some tough losses, and I feel that's where the biggest losses will be. For example, when we look at West Vancouver, there are 80 homes on the market right now that are over $7.5 million, and that sales ratio is sitting at a 5% sales ratio. So you technically have a 5% chance of selling in the first 30 days. When we look at West Vancouver detached housing market as a whole, right now there's 379 homes on the market, and last month there was only 53 sales. So right now West Vancouver as a whole is sitting at a 14% sales ratio. And when we look downtown and we see the condo market, we can see that it's pretty stable with all being said. That market right now is sitting at 30% sales ratio. The average days on market for a condo downtown is 10, and homes are selling an average of 1% below the asking price.
Okay, now the Fraser Valley. I would cover a hot and cold for this, but unfortunately there isn't very much hot to talk about with detached and townhomes getting slapped in the face last month. Some of these areas are even getting close to buyer's market territory, now in a balanced market. Detached sales ratios are sitting at roughly 23% across all of the Fraser Valley, apartments at 55% and townhomes at 36%. For reference, apartments and townhomes were selling well into the 100% earlier this year. And as you guys know, anything above 20% is a seller's market, 12 to 20% is balanced, and anything below 12% is a buyer's market. Solds in pretty much every area in the Fraser Valley tanked roughly 35% as an average, while inventory is still climbing. This is going to put downward pressure on prices. For reference, Surrey detached is sitting at an 18% sell-through ratio, which is a balanced market, and Abbotsford's at a 21% sell-through ratio, but I expect that to dip next month as barely anything has sold in the last 21 days. So to wrap it up with the Fraser Valley, most of the Fraser Valley is down roughly 6% on average in regards to sale price, with Abbotsford being the biggest loser at 11%, where my new listing is going live tomorrow, so excellent. So in conclusion, the Bank of Canada is going to continue to tackle inflation, probably have another couple rate hikes coming up here, maybe. I personally expect inflation to start tapering off, so there may not be a need for 5, 6, 7 rate hikes like they're forecasting.
Agree. Yep, totally agree. Yeah, and I was talking with your colleague, Aaron Ovier there. We had a great chat. We were talking about what we think the market's going to do. I also think that there's going to be a 0.5 market correction or rate hike in June. Whether it's needed or not, we'll see. But we know you have questions. We thank you for watching the video. My name is Jordan Parker with Michael Jordan Real Estate.
And I'm that Agent Kelly. We're with Team Zuber and Associates at Stonehouse Realty, and I'm making moves to move you.
Swish!
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, let me see that in person.